there, and MegaMogwai here, and I got yet another Legends of Runeterra for you guys today, and I was almost like eating my mic. I got way too close there. So today, we are going to fill in the void that Yasuo leaving Standard has left for us, and we're going to fill it with another 12-year-old samurai fanboy dream in Master Yi, in a deck known as Top Chef, which ended up resembling the more like meta version of this champion combination without me realizing. Like, I actually built this. I spent 7 hours. I spent all 7 hours of a stream building and optimizing this list. I started off being Master Yi and Kennen because I wanted to enable the flow for Master Yi more reliably. But we ended up combining Master Yi and Vayne together. I ended up tilting like crazy because my chat kept telling me to add in Zed, and I didn't want to add Zed. And yeah, we ended up with what is essentially a mid-range Master Yi Demacia build. So it's an equipment deck, actually. Like, one of the weird things with Master Yi is that if you look at the card alone without, you know, taking into account the regions and everything, Master Yi seems to be a flow champion, right? Master Yi technically wants to be in a deck that prioritizing being able to chain skills and spells in rounds so that you can keep pumping him up and therefore level him up easier. The thing is, everything else about Master Yi, well, that and the fact that he's reducing the cost of a spell in your hand by 1 every turn, right? So you want to run a lot of spells. But the thing about Master Yi is that everything else about him really, in reality, you know, even though he's in Ionia, he kind of, it's like he wants to be a Demacia champion. He wants to be able to strike as often as possible. He benefits from cards that allow you to generate more attacks, and therefore mixing him with Demacia is ultimately the way to go. And you have to stray away from the flow aspect of his synergies and focus more on the ability to strike with him, right? And no region does it like Demacia, especially for the low cost, right? We're able to play a full set of Fish Fight and a full set of Cataclysm. Cataclysm with Master Yi, like, Cataclysm is the reason to play Master Yi, because when we Cataclysm, when we start off an attack with a leveled up Master Yi, we will be able to immediately strike the weakest enemy. So this is our main win condition, but we're also running the Blood Cursed Harpy as well, which is also a nice win con with the Scout and the tremendous ability that allows us to dodge death once at the expense of whatever is equipped onto her. As then we have essentially a curve that's suited for this equipment strategy, right? Like, we're playing a full set of Vayne as our support champion, also a win condition in her own right, giving us Tumble, gives us a spell that can work, you know, help us enable flow with Master Yi, but also synergizes with our equipment. Combining these two regions, we get access to both the Darkened Aegis and the Darkened Fan. The Darkened Aegis allows us to, especially in conjunction with cards like Catch, can allow us to surprisingly dodge a lot of early to mid-game removal, and can work pretty well with our Petrified Broadwing to have a bit of a thicker challenger early on. As Vistine Disciple is there to help us with Master Yi and enabling the flow. We still have to enable the flow. We still have to design the deck in a way that can actually do this reliably, and it's easier said than done, right? So Vistine Disciple gives us that Shimon Wind that we can use proactively, and then we can pair it with another spell and start pumping up Master Yi to work for the level up, because it is quite the investment early on. Like, sometimes we even have to play a little bit suboptimally to get there, but as long as you time it right, when you get the level up, your payoff will be monstrous, because every Cataclysm will just be tremendous value. And the great thing about this deck is that Cataclysm onto Master Yi is amazing, but it's also amazing onto our Scout unit because we can rally through that effect. As we got Disruption with Denies, we got Notify, we got some combat tricks and Inform Up. We also are running Concussive Palm because Ionia, Fast Beat Stun, that leaves a body, very good. A little bit of draw with Place Your Bets and Sign In, and Riposte, which is the most recent addition to the deck and one that really does make the difference. Today's video is different than what you've seen recently because we actually live recorded a session, because I feel like I got to the fully optimized version of the deck towards the end of that 7-hour stream mark, so I wasn't really happy with, you know, it was a bumpy ride to get to where this is now, and there's still a lot of there's still arguments to include cards like Retreat Return, which I've dismissed previously, but do make sense in a deck like this because both of the champions are 3 mana, which allows you to essentially protect them from removal and rebalance them back again. The reason why I don't like Retreat Return is because it has anti-synergy with your equipment, but it's not the worst thing in the world. And ultimately, Master Yi is just extremely satisfying, and he's my new Yasuo. You know, I've let Yasuo go. Maybe someday he'll return to us in a different form. But this Master Yi, you know, has those 12-year-old animation, you know, sword slashes to kill off the enemies, and that brings out the dopamine, at least in me. So that's the deck list right there. Put a lot of work into this one, so hopefully you guys appreciate the matches and the deck and everything. You try it out yourselves, you have fun, and yeah, I just hope I didn't end up with an end result that's like so similar to like an already established deck, but you know, that shit happens in card games more often than not. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy some Master Yi gameplay. I'm gonna stop rambling. Have a solid day. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for regular Legends of Runeterra uploads. You know, tomorrow and the day after that, you can expect another video because we got the decks rolling, and I'm excited about that. So yeah, love you. Have a solid day. Enjoy the games. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, here we go. And right off the bat, we face off against the Zed version. I'm not even sure what this deck looks like because I'm pretty sure it's quite different from what we're playing. But everybody and their mother would suggest me to run Zed. And if I lose, we'll never hear the end of it. I'm searching for the deck. Okay, it's actually similar in many ways. But we got the riposte, which will go a long way. So let's keep the riposte. Let's I'm gonna drop the fish fight.
The lesson begins.
It's been a while since I've recorded like an actual live sesh. But yeah, looking at the...
Walk among us, masquerading as men.
It's actually a similar one.
A calm heart.
Nice.
That fated day is never far from my thoughts.
A good fight's the spice of life. Garlic works in a pinch.
Form before strength. Good, good.
Three mana riposte. Yeah, riposte is really stonks right now.
Lives on in them.
It's amazing. We're gonna use it on Master Yi because we want to progress the level up. We don't trigger the flow, unfortunately. But we're getting there with our stuff. I'd like to...
Full of pain.
I'm gonna swing purely with the combat cook here. They have a significant mana advantage over us. We do have the ability to play Fish Fight into Nopify to enable the flow for Master Yi. I could lead off with the Fish Fight, but there's a lot, like, this deck runs a lot of little tricks to navigate around that. So if I can force them to pre-commit one of those through combat, it's better than just going for it directly. Even though I could throw in more damage afterwards, because I'm 3 mana under them. I can't overexert.
Without a sound.
Now they committed Zed. That is definitely a good, yeah. Now we commit the Nopify.
A quiet spirit.
If I block with Master Yi onto the Dragonling, it's very likely that they'll be able to buff it. So I think we take this hit. We just have to worry about a Vayne leveling up here. But I think my play is to Blood Curse Harpy. So we take the hit, we keep the backline on, and then we develop you.
The curse has consumed her.
And that's the first time I played this against a Vayne, so I was a little bit thrown off there. But we're gonna go Harpy here. Harpy can just survive the attack from Vayne herself. They're just gonna draw. That's fantastic for us. As we're gonna set up the level up by Fisher whacking onto
A clear mind.
your boy Yi. Ooh, we got the deny. Okay, so what's the line of play here? We have no. We're gonna lead off with the Harpy. They need to buff Vayne here. This is huge. Absolutely huge. We just get a free kill on Vayne. We have mana advantage over them. And they're pretty much tapped out. The question is, what's the best play? Is it to Vayne?
Food and cooking evil. No, switch those.
Is it best to sign in here? Sign in does not give me an opening with this, nor this. It doesn't change things with this. Just gives me a little bit more power, but my level up with Master Yi is already enabled. So I think now that we don't have to worry about
Voodoo style.
I'm gonna commit like this.
Oh, too much salt.
Blade and mind. Honed and sharp.
There we go. I think Riposte is definitely the MVP of this match.
Those who kill innocents are no more than fiends.
But now we get to do this. We get to place our bets. As we draw Cataclysm, which is insane with Master Yi. The reason to play Master Yi.
Alpha strike.
The Alpha Strike is enabled.
This creature is beyond saving.
And we can definitely kill it twice. We can kill it twice with Cataclysm. With Deny backup feels good, man. Dominated! Let's go!
A true master is an eternal student.
And we go from a mirror to Teemo. Ooh, we got that Master Yi again with the Nopify here. And the fish fight and the combat cook. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. I like this hand. Combat cook, you know, could have been mulligan, but it guarantees that I have a weapon to fish fight with. And I can always carry over the spell mana the first couple of turns. No turn one Teemo. Clump of Wumps. That's much easier for us to deal with. We got the Nopify back up here, and we draw into Riposte.
Let us see if you are worthy.
Riposte is less. It's less reliable in this matchup because the combination of pings and freezes.
Voodoo style.
I will strike with Master Yi. And they elixir of iron. Well, that's a huge problem.
A clear mind.
We got a combat cook, and we gotta give him the pot of pain.
Fighting food and cooking evil. No, switch those.
I'm gonna Nopify. because I really want this Master Yi to live, and I'll do everything I can. Hopefully that flash bomb doesn't appear turn 1. Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get rid of you. Okay. Don't kill my Master Yi. Get him right back up, nice and healthy.
Come and get it!
And now we smack him. Now we smack them.
Calm heart,
And we enable the flow.
clear mind.
Okay, nothing yet.
Oh, if mushrooms could talk.
We got the level up with the fish fight. We definitely want to fish fight this turn. So what's the best way for us to, I think just combat cook. Ooh.
A good fight's the spice of life. Garlic works in a pinch.
There they go.
Oh, they're gonna remove that. Beautiful.
No dessert, no.
No dessert.
A calm heart, blade and mind, honed and sharp. Alpha strike.
And just like that, Master Yi from 1 health back to full, baby. 3 flash bombs. No flash bombs yet. That's just beautiful. We're gonna give him the rake. We're gonna get to town. I could play Blood Curse Harpy as well. At this point, they're so low on mana. There's no reason, like, they can't kill off my Master Yi. So this Blood Curse Harpy is nuts! Oh, they're tapped out! They're tapped out, boy. Check this shit out.
One cut, blade and body.
Woohoo! Oh! That's GG, right? That's checkmate, baby. That's why we always take the scout weapon, because you give it to Master Yi. That's the beautiful thing about Fish Fight. Not only is it incredibly cheap, like one-sided striking, that's amazing removal, it's also... They got a T-bow, actually. Well, they had a T-bow. They still die. Oh!
A true master is an eternal student.
Oh my god. But that really shows why, like, why Fish Fight is the way with Master Yi and with the weapons. Even though you're leaning less into the Master Yi, like, inherent, like, spell-based synergy, you just enable... So, because Master Yi, at its core, he wants to be a Demacia champion. Like, he's striking, right? So, enabling the free attacks and all that's where you want to go with them. And being able to swap out the weapons. Like, that's what's so neat about the Fish Fight, that we've returned the weapons to our hands so we can then re-equip them and, you know, give Master Yi either Overwhelm or Scout. And that's where shit just gets nuts. That game was really neat because we were able to... We got surprised. Like, that Elixir of Iron block was very good from our opponent. And the fact that we had the Noble Fight to stop the Mystic Shot was huge. Because being able to re-heal Master Yi with our weapons was super clutch and ended up winning us the game. And that's basically a bit of a tech talk I'm going through. So, yeah, I'm going to stop talking. Let's play another one. All right. With Azir? Nasus, but with Azir. Is this the Vault of Helia deck, or is it something new? I mean, because they're playing both of those champions, I'm inclined to believe. I'm searching Azir Nasus. Yeah, I see it here. It is a Vault of Helia, but it's playing Azir as a one-off apparently, because they're playing a full set of Glory's Call. Interesting. Let's drop the sign-in. for this matchup. Yeah, Quietus hits us hard here. I'm gonna drop the combat cook this time around, trying to see if I can find some spells that can help us navigate around their removal. Man, if they Quietus my Petrified Broadwing, I'm gonna be really sad. That's a big early tempo loss. Okay, right now I don't need to give them extra draw. I'm just gonna use this as a blocker. The Sign Disciple is there. Okay, for 3 mana. I mean, Soul Harvest could be a thing. Oh, there it is. Shit. I could play Master Yi, or I could play Vayne. I think,
Monsters still lurk in Demasia's every shadow.
Hate Spike is a thing. I'll take the hit from this. I don't want to draw. Opponent really likes to emote, so I'm gonna have them chill a bit. I'm gonna go. What is it called here? We don't want to give him a free Vault of Helia. We do want some weapons to go through here. I wonder what the play is. I think I have to generate a weapon. So I'm gonna go Combat Cook. Is it the Fisher Whack or the Uncycle Rig? I mean, consider I have this. I'm gonna take the Fisher Whack.
Food and cooking evil. No, switch those.
Probably could have taken the Rig though, because it works really well with the Tumble to rally. All right.
I'm not done.
Now they get to draw, but at least we get some damage on them. It's still hard for them to clear this.
Plenty to go round. No dessert, no.
I am the Simon Wind. Whoosh!
Ophelia.
Demons walk among us, masquerading as men.
I'm gonna play Vayne just because she gets the tumble. Gets the tumble going. Yeah, powering through here is gonna be interesting.
Let us see if you are worthy.
Betrayal buried Shurima. Hope
Revived it. Probably should have gone with the Harpy to prevent Nasa's development here. This is a bit of a choke here, I think. But I can always Harpy tumble next turn.
Hey, over here!
Wait, what?
dust.
Friends do make chores easier.
This will trigger before that, right? Or am I wrong?
Sleeping while meditating is not ideal, but understandable. A calm heart.
This repose is huge. I don't understand. Oh, it's just okay. It's because they just wanted to rekindle her. I guess it's because they had it in. Okay, it's because they had it in hand. That does make sense. Okay, so here's the thing. They're gonna go for an attack here. Our repose is gonna allow us to level up Master Yi. What if we riposte? We have 10 mana. What if we riposte and we tumble?
with salt.
Good, good.
Riposte coming in clutch.
Hope lives in the edge of my blade. Alpha strike.
Okay, no, they must have Detonata in hand. All right.
Form before strength. Blade and body.
We strike first.
Join the conflagration.
Holy shit. Holy shit, we actually clear. We have a 2-mana deny in the backup, but I was worried about stuff like quicksand, but they don't have it. Holy fuck, they're dead! Almost. Okay, I got ahead of myself there. I don't think we quite have them, because if we attack again, we do clear that. Yeah, I don't, we don't quite, because even if we attack with Master Yi, we actually miss on lethal by 1 with the tumble. It's fine. Surprised they don't hit the Fisher Whack. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. This is all fine.
Alpha strike.
Double deny, baby. Deny all day. Every day. And now 3-mana deny backup alongside the tumble. If they go with a vengeance. Or with that. We gotcha. Gotta get that rally. You're gonna block with this. Thanks to the buff from Sinan, we are... They're just dead. Dude,
Opponent was worthy, but inferior.
I misplayed. I misplayed that game, alright? I definitely could have done things differently. But that hate spike play... I mean, like I said, I believe they just did not have... Like, they had their Rekindler. But this deck tends to play 3 copies of Rekindler. I mean, I don't know. It depends on decks. But I assume they just had Rekindler in hand. And they had to, like, get rid of Nasus that way. But that play... Because what I should have done is I should have developed the Harpy. Because the Harpy would have made it so that Nasus had to block there. And that would have been huge. But yeah, that was bizarre, but 3 in a row, baby. I'll take it. All right. With Noxus. Okay, with Noxus instead of let me see. So instead of running prize fight, they're running like might and pirouette and just like, you know, face. So pretty much a face deck. Very little pings, which means Riposte is gonna find a home. I like the Darkened Fan as well, because it gives us lifesteal.
Prepared for anything.
So it's like a more like pure face version of Teemo Tristana.
Starts with mushrooms.
We gotta be very careful with the mites. The good news is Teemo is not really... Like, we don't have to worry as much about Teemo and Puff Caps. Like, it's just a good 1-drop to go for them. They have quite the curve, though. Mama's got a gun. Alright, well, we gotta take the hit.
Monsters still lurk in Demasia's every shadow.
And just develop Bane. Fortunately, you know, it's not like they pushed a tremendous amount of damage right now, and we got this this Petrified Broadwing that's gonna allow us put in the work. What am I worried about here? Being played on 4. Tenor of Terror could be annoying because it stops me from attacking. I think I have to equip this to the Broadwing anyways, because I gotta keep Vayne as a blocker. Because if they develop the Tenor of Terror,
Sing with the darkness in your heart.
then the Base of Burden can trade into this.
How dare they?
And we fish fight there.
Brother, me
Before you?
This world is positively uppity downity, brother.
Me before you? Okay, so if I equip Tumble, if I tumble here with my, I think the combination of Tumble and Riposte is the way to go here. Gets me some health gain. I could just Riposte.
If we hesitate, we die, and I'm not interested in dying.
Eyes out ahead.
It's a lot of damage, but if we do this and
Very
this.
Sting.
Down to 10, but then we can tumble. Gain a little bit of health back.
That fated day is never far from my thoughts. Voodoo style.
We gotta do this.
Go.
Purified bolts.
Problem is this trays into that, and we just don't want that.
A calm heart.
It's his eye.
Good, good.
Death it is.
Come now, is that all?
They could get us with the might here. Yeah, the Bando Gunners can easily get us. If they have a might, it's over. Anything else we can deal with, but a might we can't. The question is, what do I riposte? If I see myself winning this game, it's through Master Yi. Through a late Master Yi level up. Getting some attacks through with that, but if they have a might, it's over, yeah. GG. They got us. They smorked us. I think with a different, I think if we had, yeah.
My sight was clouded.
All right, another aggro matchup. So yeah, I think if we had Master Yi, that's what I was trying to say. Like if we have Master Yi instead of Vayne that game, and we can make use of the quick attack to get our attacks, we would have been far better off, right? Like that's the downside of Vayne. Like no quick attack makes it attacking. It's what balances her, right? Like attacking with her is difficult sometimes, especially against very unit heavy decks. So Fizz Samira, how vital is Nopify? I mean, Nopify is pretty vital here. Not as much as you would think, actually. I'm actually gonna mulligan away these two. The Cataclysm is good, but we have a lot of removal.
Yep, yep, yep.
All right, let's try to not get smorked back to back. Let's do our very best to avoid that. We got Broadwing, which can help us with Fizz, with the Fizz problem.
Don't ask for permission or forgiveness.
Nothing like a good old riposte. These decks do not tend to play Make It Rain or stuff like that. So while I had plans of dealing with Samira later, like if they want to just dive her in, then fine. No champions, which means they actually get to choose one of these three: Darken Fan, Fish Fight, or Sign In. May just go with Sign In. It may just go with Sign In. We're gonna go ahead and what are we gonna do? Who are we gonna develop? What are we doing this turn? They could stun us.
Let us see if you are worthy.
I'm gonna go Master Yi. I'm gonna make use of the quick attack. Because Vayne is a bit slow here. Getting rid of Samira early is very nice. All Out won't protect them. Okay, so they took the Darken Fan, alright.
A calm heart.
No need to make a name for myself.
Just an impression.
Monsters still lurk in Demasia's every shadow. Very well.
Can I take 5 damage? I can.
Damn you!
I'm not gonna be able to enable the flow this round, so I'd rather
A clear mind.
pass this turn and trying to enable an easier one this time around. We have the ability to sign in, but I'm not so keen on that. I think we want to Vayne this turn. It's gonna be a very key turn. I don't think I can afford to sign in. It's too much of a tempo. Maybe I can. Are we afraid about of a powder pandemonium hitting us hard here?
Meditation calms a clotted mind.
We playing bilge rules, son?
Voodoo style. A quiet spirit.
Where you going?
Come on, you sorry lot. Where's your spirit?
There it is. They want to go for the level up, sure. But their Samira is not sticking around.
Beautiful and brutal, just how I like it.
Me too. I will not get smorked back to back. I refuse.
A calm heart.
Style never fades.
And now we enable the flow. Do we? No, we don't need to.
Clear mind.
Just gotta make sure that we can counter. Like, this deny is for Powder Pandemonium, and Powder Pandemonium only. So we need to have this, as long as they have 5 mana, we need to have 4. There's just no way around it. Okay, they're gonna stun here, which is fine.
I don't do meditation.
You are a fledgling child flailing his arms.
All right, that's the last card. They can play a Darkened Fan, but that's essentially it. So what is our line of play here? What is our line of play? They're gonna equip and they're gonna try to go wide. We definitely want to tumble this turn. She'll be 2 mana. That's 5 mana. 5 mana, 6 mana. So it's always Vayne. Even if she goes down, that's fine.
Those who kill innocents are no more than fiends. I'm not interested in dying.
A quiet spirit.
Let's get to it.
Show me your skill.
Death it is.
And as we block into this,
Hope lives in the edge of my blade.
we level up, baby. And we flow. And we flow. That's exactly so. 6, 9, 11.
One cut of many. Blade and body. Alpha strike.
Alpha Strike! What a clean game. Redemption! No double smork.
Master is an eternal student.